Hey, what's happening? It's Mark T here. Today is February 5th, 2022, and this is day 5 of our February Basketball 55 series, celebrating Black History Month here in the United States. Now, just a recap, Basketball 55 is a celebration of the 55 years before the establishment of the NBA, where I'm efforting to make you aware of figures, individuals, institutions, and events that took place that I think every basketball fan should know, but particularly young Black and brown basketball players and aspiring entrepreneurs should know about these men, women, and events that took place during what's known as the Black Five era. Now, this guy I'm going to mention today isn't necessarily fall into Black Five era. He came at the point of where you start seeing the transition, but he's still relevant because of all of the doors he broke down, his lifelong advocacy, and his fundamental impact on the game of basketball. And this gentleman's name is John B. McLendon. John B. McLendon. Now, here are 3 things you need to know about John B. McLendon. First and foremost, he listened to his father. John B. McLendon couldn't play back then because it was segregation, but he wanted to coach. He knew he wanted to coach at a young age. It was his dad who told him to go to University of Kansas, got John B. McLendon in University of Kansas, and then told John B. McLendon to go see Dr. James Naismith. When he went to go see Dr. James Naismith, he introduced him. He said, "My name is John B. McLendon, and you're going to be my mentor." And Naismith looked at him and said, "Who told you that?" And John B. McLendon said, "My dad." And Naismith's response was, "You know what? Fathers are always right." And from that point, Naismith went on to mentor John B. McLendon while he attended the University of Kansas, though McLendon never played at the University of Kansas. This is huge because there are 2 Hall of Fame coaches that come directly from mentorship with James Naismith, Forrest Fogg Allen and John B. McLendon. And they had 2 totally different styles of coaching. I like to call him Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I think Poe Allen went to the dark side because Naismith's principle was basketball is to be played, not coached. So basketball should look more like soccer, hockey, lacrosse, rugby, free flow, constant play, no interfering by the coaches, no timeouts. Coach Fogg Allen believed in coaching. So when you look at his teams and videos of his teams early on, you see that traditional, slow, pass the ball, 4-out type of deal. With John B. McLendon, to some, invented the fast break. And you look at John B. McLendon's teams, you watch the ESPN documentary, Black Magic, you see clips of his team. These guys are going up and down the court, shooting that rock, man, playing full court defense. So that's the second thing about John B. McLendon. He's a Hall of Fame coach who was mentored by Naismith and modeled his way of coaching and teaching the game based upon what Naismith told him. Basketball is to be played baseline from baseline as fast as possible, with the defense attacking the ball wherever it's at on the court and the offense attacking the basket as soon as they get the ball. Sounds like Loyola Marymount University basketball to me. The third thing about John McLendon is that he was an advocate through a social justice advocate through his efforts with basketball. And this started early on at Kansas, where he was instrumental in desegregating the use of the swimming pool at the University of Kansas. And you see this throughout his entire career. In one area, it's really highlighted and profiled. John B. McLendon is the coach of the famous secret game between his college and the Duke medical students, or the Duke medical team of the Duke Blue Devils, way back in the day when it's still segregation. Supposedly, this is the very first game where blacks and whites actually played against each other. Great story. There's a book out there, several videos on YouTube that talk about this secret game. But John B. McLendon, Hall of Fame coach, listened to his dad, impacted his life, was mentored by James Naismith and adopted James Naismith's direct teaching on how the game should be played. Is considered an inventor of the fast break. And third, though he was a basketball coach, he was also a social activist, and he was not kicking down doors and breaking glass ceilings his entire career. You need to know about John B. McLendon. Hey, if this has inspired you, go to nobackboard.com. Check out what we're doing with the No Backboard Basketball League and consider joining the Social Club, which is our effort to revive the spirit of Black basketball and the Black Fives here and create a new platform for Black and brown people to be able to participate in the business of sports. With that, be blessed. I'm out.